We got a question from one of our viewers. It says here, I make $50,000 per year. I have $20,000 in savings for retirement. My rent is $1,200 per month and car payment is $600 per month. How will I be able to retire? So I want to thank this person here for his information here. We're going to take a look at this and analyze this and see where we can come up for money for retirement here. So I want to thank you for watching. My name is Richard with Wisdom Investor. We provide valuable information to help you accumulate a nest egg for retirement. So in this particular situation, we don't know every detail about this person's finances, but we know a little bit. And rent and car payments are two of the largest expenses that people have in their budgets. And many times we're overspending and we can't find ways to save money. So we're going to take a look at this. Okay, the additional information we have here, person's 50 years old, they have $20,000 in savings now, they're working, making $50,000. Take-home pay after taxes and all is $43,000 or about $3,600 per month. Now we don't know anything about credit card debts, student loan debts, other expenses. Here's some of the other expenses a person could have in their household. Various other costs that a person has to take a look at is various insurance, health, medical, auto, life, food, transportation costs, utilities, savings that they may already have, entertainment expense, clothing, and any other personal expenses they may have. Now in this situation, let's take a look at their housing and car expenses. Those are two expenses here that were given. Car and rent together is $1,800 per month. The car was $600. The rent is $1,200. Now if their income is $3,600 per month after tax, that means 50% of their monthly budget is going to car and rent. Then you also have to figure in insurance, maintenance, gas, etc. And I'm calculating in here, and I might be on the conservative side here because I don't know all the details about this person, if there's kids involved, etc. But we're going to say about $300 per month. So car and rent together is about $2,100 out of the $3,600 that they earn, which is 58% of the monthly budget. Now typically you would rent, you want to try to keep that less, or 25% or less of your budget or of your income, and then the car typically 10 to 15%. That's about 35 to 40%. So in this case we're spending about 58% of our monthly budget just in the car and rent. So we're going to take a look and see if we can come up with some ideas here. So this person wants to be able to retire. Now they've got a job, they're probably building up Social Security, but they're going to need to come up with some other money to build their savings. They're 50 years old, maybe have 15 more years to save. Rent is $1,200 per month. My first suggestion in this case is to reduce the rent to $900 per month. That means it's going to take a little sacrificing. Maybe where this person's renting right now is nice. They got a swimming pool, they've got all the luxuries. But if they can find a place that they can reduce the rent down to $900 per month, that's going to make available at least $300 in savings. There's other methods they could use. They may want to, as a possibility, move in with a friend and share rent, or they could even do a rent a room. But it may take a little bit of sacrifice to make up for the last 20 years or so not really saving much money. The second solution here, in addition to the $300 savings, let's take a look at that car. Now, the car is $600 per month, and actually it's probably costing about $900 per month with the $300 in extra expenses. So if they sell the car and buy a used car for, say, $5,000 from savings, that's going to free up $600 to save toward savings or retirement. And of course you can invest that and earn a larger return on that. So he's got $20,000 in savings. So I would sell this car and get rid of that monthly payment. Take a portion of the savings, $20,000, take a portion, 5,000 of that savings and buy a used car for right now. You can get good used cars for a value of $5,000. We're not talking about it's not going to be a fancy car, but get a good car, have a mechanic check it out, so you can at least get an idea where you are with repairs. If you had to put a couple $1,000s into repairs, then he's got the money to do that. But we've got to reduce this monthly payment here. So if we follow this approach here, this is going to free up about $900 a month in savings. So we're going to take a look and see what $900 per month in savings would accumulate over 15 years. Okay, so here's a calculator here. And so we took the $900 a month in savings, estimated about 6% interest. S&P 500 has earned 9%. So I'm trying to be somewhat conservative here. His present value is, say, $15,000. He's going to take 5,000 of his 20 and invest it. And the number of years we're going to do is 15. He's at 50. We're going to retire at 65. If he did this, this would accumulate to $298,000. That's about almost $300,000. Let's just use an example. Let's just say, be a little more conservative, say he couldn't find a place to rent and he could only save $600 per month. And that would still give him about $200,000. And so that added to Social Security could certainly help him in his retirement plan. So let's take a look at savings withdrawn over 25 years earning 6%. So if he had $200,000 and when he came time to retire, that's about $14,000 he would get per year. And so that's a little over $1,000 per month. Now if he accumulated $300,000, he could take out about $23,000. He could also add that to his Social Security. For example, if he's able to take out $1,500 per month off of his savings, and it's growing 6% per year, and his Social Security is $1,500, that's about $3,000. Now we're going to take a look at the Social Security angle here in just a second. First, let's just take a look at where you're going to get 6%. If you set up an asset allocation, we're just going to be conservative here right now, 50% in stocks, 30% short-term investments, 6% in foreign stock, 14% in U.S. stock, 50% in bonds. I said U.S. stocks here, 50% in bonds here. Conservative investment, average returns about 6% over a long range. The worst 20 years is 2.92 and then the best 20 years is 10.98. So that is a very practical and realistic way to earn 6% on your money. Now let's take a look at the Social Security angle on this. We don't know all the details. He's earning $50,000 per year. And assuming $50,000 per year, doing this for several years, has at least 35 years of salary income coming in. I'm estimating if this person retired at Social Security, and could be on the conservative side for this person, they'd earn about $1,450 per month. Now if they could wait until 66, this is going to pay out $2,000. Social Security will pay you more if you wait. And this is pretty much in line with what we're estimating here. If he worked 15 more years to at least 65, we said a minute ago, he could possibly get $1,000 to $1,500 per month from his investments withdrawn over a 25-year period, added to about $2,000 per month. That's about $3,500 per month in retirement. So this person could totally change their situation by reducing their expenses and investing for their future. So this person wrote in, and they're obviously looking for ways to saving. They're getting up to that age where people start thinking about retirement, 50 years old, and you've got to make some kind of sacrifice. If your income is not going to be going up, then the next thing you've got to do is cut back on expenses. So that's why we're suggesting reduce some of the rent if possible, and also get rid of this car payment. Interest and expenses on this car payment can wipe out your savings. So if you have a situation you'd like to have us analyze, leave us a comment. If you like the video, hit the like button. So I want to thank you for watching. Again, this person here would be able to put away about $200,000 to $300,000 per year if they just rearrange some of their expenses. Thank you for watching.